Modelling Mark here again with the second part of the rear tilt post build. Today I'm going to be starting on the turret. That's a block of 2-inch square steel which I've put in the 4-jaw chuck and I've faced off. First task is to turn down a 1-inch diameter cylinder 9/16 deep. And that 1-inch diameter cylinder will fit in here. This ended up fractionally oversized, so this also needs to be slightly oversized, but it's an easy job to make this to fit the hole. Now this is going to take a very long time, so I'll turn the camera off and I'll see you when I'm done. We're down to the last couple of passes now. Ninth out to go. Right, and I'll do a quick deburr and we're close enough for me to try doing a test fit. Almost, but not quite. That will do. Now I need to clean up across this face because it's got some machining marks in and it's not terribly flat. Okay, that's a nice finish there and it's flat. Now we can do a final check. Yes, that's nice. Final task is to just undercut this corner a little bit. Okay, that's the parting blade snugged up against the side here. I'll just put the lathe on slow speed, squirt a cutting fluid, and then I'll just run the blade in until it's taken a few thou off. The next task is to put a 1/2 inch reamed hole through the centre of this part. That looked like the drill was trying to wander a little bit from the 3-jaw chuck, so I've gone back to the collet chuck for the hole drill, with just a little bit sticking out because this really needs to be central. This is going to take a long time, so I shall turn the camera off and come back when I'm done. This is the last drill, 64th under a 1/2 inch. And finally we go in with the 1/2 inch reamer. That will do. But a 1/2 inch bar goes up there nicely. Now with this on, oh, it's not quite so nice, it's a little bit tight. Oh no, there it goes. Yeah, it's a little bit tight, but it's close enough. I've got to make the bar to fit that anyway. Now I need to face off this top surface and bring it down to height. I'm going to do this with a 10mm end mill and just go across and take it down. This is going to take a bit of time, so I'll turn off the camera and come back when I'm just about done. I've just got the last cut to do now. Unfortunately, the battery went flat halfway through that cut. I'm not sure how much of it you saw. I'll see when I get to the edit, but I'm sure you get the idea. Anyway, that's the finished surface. Got those nice lines on that I like. So that's it for this setup. Now I need to find the centre of this bush. I need to find this quite accurately because this is going to be used to index the 2 holes that are used for the indexing pin. Now I've got a coaxial indicator, but it's way too tall to go in the limited height I've got in this setup. So I'm going to use an edge finder. I'll edge find off the X and the Y and use the half function and use that to find the centre. I found this method works quite accurately with a little bit of care. and of course doing the measurements 2 or 3 times to make sure you've got it absolutely right. It's important when you do this is when you're measuring the X, lock the Y. Obviously any movement in the Y is going to put you on a different part of the curve, and that's going to introduce an error. In theory, as long as you're more or less on the tangent, then a little bit of error won't matter because it's the same on the left and the right. That's the x-axis set, so I'll zero the x. Lock the table and I can do the y. I need two 5/16 reamed holes, and they're 11/16 from that centre. That one's done. The drawing said go 1/4 of an inch deep, but I went 0.3 inches just to give an allowance for the cone of the drill and a little bit extra for Justin. I've got the other one to do on this side, but I'll do that off camera because it's exactly the same. That's it for this part for now. It still needs the slots cut for the tool holders, but I'm going to do that later because the tool holders need a 7° or 8° taper, internal taper, a bit like a dovetail. And I'm going to have to make a custom milling tool for that. So I need to do that before I can do that slot. And on the other side, the drawings call for a slot to hold an insert cutter. But I'm going to leave that until I actually decide what I'm going to do for the second cutter. There's no reason to do anything now. It can be done at any time. Because this is a fairly simple piece, I can also make up other turrets if I discover I need more than 2 tool holders. That's it for this video. Not sure what the next video is going to be. It might be a bit of real-time machining. As you know, most of my machining clips are sped up. I thought it might be interesting just to do a one-off video showing a machining operation in real time. And if I do that, it'll be published in a few days' time. So let me know if you think that's interesting or not. And the next sort of proper video for the rear tool post will be making the custom dovetail cutter. That should be an interesting one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, leave them below. I read them all and I answer nearly all of them. Thank you. See you soon.